Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to IVD Gaming's Clan War, where I am going to have to work around this somehow. My co-caster did not get invited to the game, but we're not going to remake the game just because we are good manner like that. We're not going to stop everything. But getting into the introductions, on the right side of the map, we have our Infinity Gaming player. He is Spec.
What race is he?
Oh, he would be Zerg. Did I not say that?
No, you did not.
Ah, thank you, dude. See, when you're just listening and not looking, like you're comprehending more. And on the left side, our Terran player, in the red colors, he is representing IVD Gaming. He is Mr. PicKleS. For those of you who do not know him, he is a very strong mech Terran who happens to be 15 years old. Do not mess with this 15-year-old. He will destroy you.
You are
So, Sir Galahad.
So we're up. So he's won the last two games, bringing IVD up to 2-1 in the best of 7 all-kill format we have going on for the $100 prize.
Very, very true. So, Infinity Gaming has lost a what was the first one? A Terran.
It was a PVT.
It was a so IVD. Infinity Gaming has lost a Terran and a Protoss to PicKleS, and now they're going to test their luck with a Zerg player. And as for my knowledge of PicKle's TVZ, I'm not quite sure if where
He goes
it ranks, where it ranks on his strong or his strengths or anything. But I would guess he goes mech.
He does. He definitely does. I mean, he's very tough.
Do you like mech, PicKleS? Yeah, I like mech. Okay. What do you do in every matchup, PicKleS? I go mech. That sounds good.
It's very strong if it's played right. I get the tank con up versus Zerg, depending on what crazy shenanigans Zerg has in mind for him this game. I would guess that he would try and get rid of this fairly early in the game, as PicKleS is proving going into the late game he is very tough.
Fairly tough, yes. So PicKleS going with a 1 Rax Command Center. Still has not put down any gas, and definitely not going to get that Overlord. So that Overlord's going to escape with its life.
And what did the Zerg do? Did he?
What did the Zerg do? I know. The Zerg has taken his expansion and is still not mining at that location. No. Where are my queens at? Where are my queens at? There we go. Both the queens about to pop out. Very good timing, and speed has
speed. There we go.
Speed has started.
Sounds like
as you asked me the question. So yes, fairly standard Zerg build.
It's okay. I'll just watch in 3 minutes.
You really dead. There's no way you can work around. I'll screen share in Skype. We had to cast like that once, man. I don't think people were happy, but it's like, what do you want me to do about it? It's like Ben just dropped, so I had to I was like, well, what do we do? I was like, screen share in Skype, that'll work. All right. Well, so Sir Galahad, how are you today? How have you enjoyed the clan war so far? Because
I am loving it.
Dude, the
the
first couple of games were super exciting, and for those of you who are still tuned in, don't go anywhere because there are more surprises ahead, and I promise you will not regret sticking around.
And hey, we're also on Newkirk Precinct.
Dude, that's right, Newkirk Precinct. I don't remember what the map was called beforehand. What was it called? Just Newkirk? Was it in Newkirk?
It was Newkirk something.
It was Newkirk something. God, I can never remember. I felt like my game.
This map is also going to be relieved of the ladder duties.
I felt like my. Oh, really? They just put this in there. They're gonna take it out?
They are.
I feel like my game was like slowing down and speeding up because I was looking at an Overlord right when Overlord speed finished or something.
Oh, that's an early Overlord speed as well. That might be indication of maybe drops or something along that route.
If I didn't misread that, if he does have like the button's not there, so he had to have upgraded it. There's an upgrade tab now, isn't there? That's right. It is G button, and it looks like he has that. No idea what the upgrade is actually called. pretty sure we're just going to call it Overlord Drops. Just for simplification.
Does he have that one as well? So he has both speed and the drops?
No, he just has speed at the moment. Just the speed, man. Just the speed.
So what kind of tech path is the Zerg going down right now? Is he teched up to layer? Is he going more of a ranged attack units, or is he getting his melee upgrades?
This is so weird. But yes, as you asked that question, his layer is about halfway finished. And
He's taking his third base by now, I'm sure.
He is actually about to plop down that fourth base.
Okay.
So third base finished up and going ahead and taking that quick fourth base. On the other hand, our Terran meching player has secured his third base and is just working on kind of producing out so many Hellions that you can't count them.
Is he up to 3 factories now, or is he up to 5?
Oh, he's up to 3 factories. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Mr. Overlord's gonna come in here and scout it out, and see for sure that meching Terran is meching.
No, so from the Zerg, the most effective way to deal with mech is going the swarm host route. So does he have his
free units
range upgrades?
Range upgrades are researching, yes. So melee and ranged are being researched, skipping the defense and also getting roach speed.
Okay, and a lot of times with the siege up tank line, it's more than enough to take out the locusts. So you expect to get Vipers out as well to start pulling the tanks towards the Zerg army as well.
Oh yeah, and free units are always good against units that cost anything.
Especially mech, which are very expensive.
True. Very. Very true. But PicKleS just going for a little bit of poking here with his Hellions, getting some usefulness out of them, forcing the Zerg player to make a couple roaches, which he has not really put on a lot of pressure up until now. He's got a very decent amount of Hellions, and Spec doing this. I'm guessing that's why he got the Overlord speed, and he does have the ability to poop creep, so he can spread out those Overlords and spread that creep a lot faster. I really like that. I'd love to see good creep spread and any kind of innovative play with creep spread. Like that thing where you can put down a hatchery and then put a creep timber. Like that was like the most inspiring thing I've ever seen. I wanted to play Zerg when I saw that. I was like, what? They can do that?
All of a sudden, 5 minutes into the game, you have a creep spread at your front door.
Oh, these Hellions, dude. So many Hellions in the third base of Spec. Getting a lot of damage done, but in the meantime, Mr. PicKleS taking a lot of damage at his third base, forced to lift off roaches and mutas. No, just like looks like the roaches are gonna stay forward and continue the aggression. No, a little bit of indecisiveness with the mutas. Not sure where they wanted to go, but it looks like the Hellions have kind of dealt a crippling blow. They have killed about every drone that is on the field. Okay, now Spec burrowing to try and save everything that he can. Oh no, we don't mind going off and hitting the mutas. The roach is gonna focus down the Thor. Oh no. Okay, one Thor is left behind, and these roaches are trapped on the ramp. It looks like PicKleS has pretty much. No, there still are some mining workers. So not completely out of it yet. These Zerg players, Spec does still have 4 hatcheries, so it can easily remake all those drones.
It looks like the Zerg player did a nice job spreading out those Overlords around all the bases just to retain map vision everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And also, like, little Zerglings checking every little expansion location is just great play from every Zerg player. You should see that from every Zerg. Should burrow Zerglings around the map, stuff like that. It's fundamental Zerg play, man. It's just fundamental. But those Hellions did a super job, man. Super duper. They killed a lot of workers. Let me see on the exact numbers. That would be 56. So 56 workers killed on PicKleS side and 27 workers killed for Spec. Our Infinity Gaming player. And it looks like PicKleS is going to go with a little bit more aggression, moving out with 2 Thors, a bunch of Widow Mines. It's a handful of Widow Mines, man. I'm going to go ahead and put some pressure. Knowing that the Zerg player was just forced to kind of make a lot of drones, this is kind of be what you would want to do, I guess, at this point, is put some more pressure on and force him to make some more units, because the drone count is pretty much ramped right back up. After all of those kills, the Zerg player is back up to 76 kills. Oh! All this action going on in the main. Okay, so, and you were very correct in that decision. He is going for Swarm Host. These Thors look like they're a little bit out of position. Gonna get sniped out on the map. Run for your life, super runaway Thor. I don't think he's gonna make it. He's a little slow. He's a little chunky. Alright, so that is going to force the Zerg player to put on his own aggression. Everything moving forward. Queens, Swarm Host, Roaches rallied forward. PicKleS does have a good siege line. And when I say good, I mean he has one. It's okay, there's some more siege tanks, so he will have a sufficient amount of siege tanks to hold off a bunch of locusts. But that's the thing, man, they can just keep picking at these supply depots, forcing PicKleS to remake them. And then eventually swoop around to the other side and get a good flank on this army, and PicKleS is kind of trapped in this, defending this 3rd base at the moment.
Any sign of a hive coming out from the Zerg player yet?
Ooh, that would be a good question. He's still on layer tech, if I am not mistaken. So no transition into hive just yet. Still on that layer tech. Looking for the upgrades. He's still on 1-1. Excuse me. He's still on 1-1. Has not gotten any kind of pathogen glands. Just getting the infestation pit for the Swarm Host. Wow. But yeah, it looks like he's trying to position himself. He's positioned very well all around PicKleS, so he's going to attack from multiple angles into this army, and that's just, it's going to be really hard for PicKleS to deal with it when all he has is siege tanks, and kind of lost his Hellion count.
Well, luckily Hellions aren't too good against the Swarm Host at this point.
True, but just nothing left to buffer for the siege tanks. All he has to tank for the siege tanks are the Thors. He's got a smatter of Hellions. What are you, who's just screwing in like a... Are you putting a bed together?
No. Is there anything from my side of things? No. I'm just sitting here.
Corinne's putting his bed together. Let's see. But... yeah, it just looks like Spec trying to get some damage done on this main mech army, but it... oh no, these Swarm Hosts are caught out of position and gonna get scanned and sniped. Oh, they explode magnificently.
What's the supply count for me?
It's beautiful. Supplies are actually quite even now that you asked. 153 for our Terran player and 181. Actually, the Zerg player just jumped up, so he's made me a liar. Dude, can't drop that command center down because there's creep there, bruh. What you doing, bruh? Creeping up my base. Creeping up my base. So, what kind of composition do Zerg usually go for to deal with mech other than Swarm Host? I mean, Swarm Host free unit, right? And then you got the Vipers, and as
Brood Lords are, a potential match.
The Budor.
Something with Vipers, they're not used as much as they should be, but they can.
So true, dude. That's one thing that I hate to see is like whenever a new unit gets introduced and stuff and just nobody uses it. Oh, these Hellions doing their job, man. Barbecuing it up the line. Gonna go snort the ashes of the dead drones. Swarm hosts slowly chugging their way up here.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright, buddy.
1 second.
No worries, sir. Okay. I think we're gonna keep following these Hellions. That may be where he's locked on. So we're just gonna keep following these Hellions until they die. And they are dealt with. That hatchery is actually pretty low on health. But alright, so looking at the supplies, both players are maxed out at the moment, and this is the point when the Terror player would just say, it's time to push, man. I've got pretty much all the stuff that I need to go attack you. The Zerg's composition consisting of Swarm Host, Roach, Viper. These Vipers getting picked off by these Vikings, sniping every single Viper is just demolished by the Viking count. And these Swarm Hosts are unable to get a lot of damage done. I think he might pick off that siege tank. No, does not actually get that kill. So yeah, just Spec starting to add in Hydralisk to deal with that Viking count. Those Vikings are just uncontested, sniping off all of his Vipers. These Hellions still running around doing their job, negating this Spinecrawler. Don't even care. I don't care, Spinecrawler. Poke at me. I'm gonna burn all your workers. I'm gonna burn your workers. I'm gonna burn your workers. I got the blue flame. Got the blue flame. Sorry. It's just me, man. I'm just kind of talking to myself now. This is why I can't solo cast.
So how are we doing? How are we on the supply side of things?
Like, both players still maxed out, poking at each other, man.
How are the upgrades for the?
Oh, it looks like as we say it, man. Mr. PicKleS has decided it's time to either move forward and take another base, or move forward and kill. I would say he's maxed out, bro. It's killing time, and I think he has also decided as well.
Any air transition?
He has a very decent Viking count. Like, the Vikings are more than he needs right now. And siege tank count is off the charts.
How many worker kills is that for our players?
All right, those Hellions. those Hellions have been doing their work, man. 172 worker kills. That is insane. Maybe the most I've ever seen, personally. Still going at it too, man. Still just sending Hellions over there, but now PicKleS just positioning himself for some more bases. Very passive and I guess I can agree with that. You never want to overcommit with a mech army. You never want to get out of position. You're not like Protoss. You can't just recall your army, man. But you can't pick it up with medevacs, I guess. But it's not the same. It's just not the same. So you like Broodlords, man? Mr. Galahad?
I do not anymore. I think the Thor attack does way too much damage to them.
Really?
I do.
Yeah, that never used to be like, oh man, Thor's against...
Well,
Thor's
they now that have that secondary attack mode that just snipes the air very quickly.
Oh, true. I never really even see... It's just like... Wings of Liberty days that like the Thor wasn't the option when like so I'm not used to it, I guess, but I'm used to the idea they don't do very well against like a single target. They do just good with splash damage. Ooh, all right. So PicKleS moving forward here, gonna get a little bit out of position. Honestly, he's unsieged. Oh, nice blinding cloud. We rarely see that, man. That blinding cloud is beautiful.
It's
So
wonderful
icky.
against siege tank lines.
It's so icky. There's like flies like buzzing around in it or something, making them all sticky. But
It's
yeah,
a
see,
very
um,
nice macro job coming down from Spec. If he's still, even on that after losing 172 workers, that's a lot of larvae and a lot of minerals.
sure, man. And this that overextension from Pickles, man, he lost a lot of siege tanks, and it knocked him back down to like 175 supply. So Pickles is kind of looks like he's forced back. Oh, Nidus Network down at the bottom right. Loving the addition of the Nidus Network, man. This is gonna put Pickles on the defensive.
What's he going to be sending in through the Nidus network?
Oh, nothing but lings, my friend. Nothing but lings. But the lings will be dealt with quite effectively by the Hellions. Hellions also deal with Hydras pretty well if they can get up and do their damage. But now so many Hydras and Roaches in the main base of the Terran player. Please, excuse me. No, so many Hydras focusing everything down. Pushing forward here. It looks like there's still some swarm hosts in the Nidus networks. But these Hydras are just enough. And none of the siege tanks got moved out of position. Still worried about a frontal attack. But this is where everything is, all in the main. Picking off the production structures of the Terran player. These factories going down. This is not what you want, man. These factories are your bloodline. Your lifeblood. And he has lost a good amount of factories. Oh no! What is that? Oh, nice network. Ooh. I was like, what is this circle on my minimap? But yeah, these swarm hosts are still actually burrowed. Gonna pick up the command center. Lift it. Yeah. Alright. So now we're gonna have to scan. Can't scan. Doesn't have scan. Unfortunate. Now he's sieged up against all these swarm hosts, and there we go. Just finally scan. I'm gonna drop a mule to repair his own command center. In the meantime, I'm sorry. In the middle of the map, we had a couple siege tanks, and looks like they are still doing their dirty work, man. Staying alive, staying strong.
The Spec still just makes a roach Hydra army with Vipers picking units off one by one.
He never really could. He never really had a good time to have that happen. He got all his Vipers picked off at the beginning when he tried, and then he never really got the Viper count back up. Oh, these looks like he did transition into Broodlords. So Broodlord, Viper, Roach, no, Broodlord, Viper, Swarm Host. So
it's a very strong combination.
So free units all day, man. That's so we're going.
That's a new Zerg way.
It's a new Zerg way. Just like always, Zerg way is just free. Oh, look at the battle cruiser! Battle cruiser online.
Finally, the air upgrade, the air transition.
These battle cruisers have +3 armor. Yeah, +3 armor. So they are going to tank, and they deal damage hardcore. I can't remember how high they rank on like the DPS scale.
I think they're 4th on the list, 4th or 5th.
4th, yeah, that sounds about right.
But those Yamato cannons can do a lot of damage.
It's like Marine Carrier, what, Phoenix, something, I don't know, Hydra, Battle Cruiser. I think Phoenix might be up there, I don't know.
Oh, Phoenix. I know.
Definitely up there. But
so is there any more players at Nidus Network?
No, looks like he has scrapped that and gonna have to deal with this aggression in the front. These siege tanks sieged up with these battle cruisers, man. These battle cruisers with almost no corruptors, only like 4 corruptors. Not enough to deal with these battle cruisers at the moment. Plus, Pickles continuing to add on more and more Vikings. These battle cruisers are going to be a very hard thing to deal with at the moment. And miss the Spec falling back to one of his only mining bases. He is only currently mining from these two bases at the top right. And it looks like PicKleS is positioning himself to go attack the top right position. So Spec's going to have to decide to either forfeit that top right and try and defend the rest of the aggression, or kind of go all in and gonna pull this little Mr. Battlecruiser. Oh, it takes so long for them to focus that down.
How are the upgrades for the Zerg as far as
the air?
Yes.
Oh, the air is they do have, these corruptors have +2 damage, so, or +2 attack, I'm sorry. So the corruptors have +2 attack, but the battlecruisers have +3 armor to negate that completely. And the siege tanks have been upgraded with 3-3 for a while now. Zerg ground units, looks like he's still on 2. Oh no! And just press the G button, Bailey. Thank you. It doesn't actually show it because it's covered up by that thing. Ooh, that's a big upgrade bar for the Zerg player. Oh. Can't see because I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Very big corruptor count from our Zerg player Specs. And pretty much his composition, yeah, I don't know where his swarm hosts went, or if they're still even here. There they are. There's a little smattering of them.
How's the supply going right now?
At the 37-minute mark, 37-minute TVZ, we are at 190 supply for our Terran player, and the Zerg is down to 147 supply. So,
wow.
Terran player, Mr. PicKleS, man, fighting it out. Mr. Battlecruiser, a little bit misrallied. Gonna die for the cause. Yeah, PicKleS continuing with the harass, man. Always good to continue on with that. These 4 or 5 Hellions are going to go over here and kill all of these workers. Yeah, these workers are all dead. Nothing to help them. Nothing to save you, drone.
And what does that bring the worker kill tab up to?
Oh my god.
It must be over 200.
It's 224 workers killed this entire game. These Hellions...
I've never seen that many killed in one game.
These Hellions are good. They are really good. I wish there was like one Hellion with 224 kills. That would be the ballish thing.
I mean, you know, when I have like 10 drones die, I just leave the game because after that it's just worthless to me.
I'm done. I'm done. This is not funny. Oh, Mr. Battlecruiser. Oh, he doesn't quite pick it up. There it goes. Alright, so Spec trying to do his best at picking off each and every little battlecruiser that he can get. Ooh, and the drone kill, drones, what I'm trying to say is Spec only currently has 18 drones, while PicKleS has 57 SCVs.
And still muling, I'm guessing, as well.
And, yeah, exactly, and with mech, you really don't need your SCVs. You want as many mules as possible.
Just need the gas.
Just needs that gas, man. And it looks like the corruptor count is just a little bit too powerful.
Do you see any Raven switches coming in from PicKleS as well?
I would like to, and I'm not quite sure. I'm looking up the production tab. But no, he's just making them Vikings, man. Just trying to get the Vikings to deal with the corruptor count. And it looks like
Secret missile upgrades would be, and Secret missile free upgrade would be a nice thing to have against those corruptors.
Yeah, but these Broodlords have done... are starting to pick up the tanks, but now that the corruptors are gone, the Broodlords are gonna die. Slowest Zerg unit that there is. So there's no way they're ever going to escape.
Slower than a queen off creep?
Slower than a queen off creep. You know what? I have not tested that, but I bet you they're about the exact same speed. But I feel like that was the last-ditch attack for our Zerg player Spec, man. That was a really decent composition for the engagement. He just...
Like
I don't really know. Maybe not enough.
Out.
It's just not enough Broodlords. The infestors do not participate in the engagement. Oh, beautiful fungals though, man. Fungaling absolutely everything. And another fungal to chain them down. You ain't going nowhere, son. But it looks like this is going to be the final attack from PicKleS. Scanning ahead, making sure that there is nothing to contest. And this, no, the siege tank down here is going to get picked off. Goodbye, siege tank. Yeah, man, nothing.
PicKle's favor right now.
Nothing, because the game is over.
Wow.
All right. So, moving past that and pretending like my co-caster did not just get ignored. GG's, man. All right. The score is currently 3-1 in IVD's favor. Mr. PicKleS freaking fighting it out, bro. I don't want to curse because he's 15 years old.
Oh, isn't it past his bedtime?
Oh, that was a low blow, man.
I'm all here for him.
Low blow.
It's awfully selfish of him as well. You know, just taking all the games.
I know, right?
Let somebody else play.
Leave.
It's like he's just like that 15-year-old kid with the ball that just, holds it for himself. One basketball on the basketball court is just his.
And then somebody asks him for it, and he pops it with a bobby pin because he's just like, "No, it's mine. If you wish."
So if he PicKleS at all, that's exactly how he acts.
And then he mechs.